Hello, my name is Morgan Cisak, and today we're going to talk about the brainstorming process. This takes place on the team, inter-team, group level, and it's really fun to talk about. So let's get into it. The purpose of brainstorming is to help a group generate several solutions to a problem. So this is ideal for small to medium-sized groups, and it's also ideal for familiar groups. The purpose of that is so that all of the group members feel like they're being supported and they feel like they're being listened to. So let's get into the steps of the brainstorming process. The first step is to identify and define the problem. You want to make sure that everyone has a clear understanding of what the problem is so that your solutions can be geared toward the right thing. The second step is to set a clear time limit. So time limits can depend on what the problem is, how big or small the problem is, and what you want the solution to be. So a time limit can be anywhere from 5 minutes to an hour, but you want to make sure that you set a clear time limit and that you stick to that time limit. The third part is to generate solutions without judgment or criticism. You really want to make sure that every idea is included and every idea is counted. And the without judgment or criticism part is very, very crucial. While you're in that set time limit, you do not want to shut down an idea or limit any ideas because those ideas can start a pathway to create new ideas and more creative solutions that you might not have thought of. So make sure that whenever you're in your time limit and you're throwing out all your ideas, everything is counted and you're not evaluating those ideas. The fourth step is after your time limit has concluded, then it's time to go back and pick which ideas you liked out of the ideas that were already generated. The fourth step is not the time to create new ideas. You already had time to do that, so you're just evaluating the ideas that you already came up with. And then the fifth step is to choose the best solution or the best combination of solutions. Just like anything, there's strengths and weaknesses to the formal brainstorming process. So a few strengths are it's easy to use, you don't need any external materials, and group members can piggyback on each other's ideas. For this type of idea and solution generation, you really can, and it's encouraged to piggyback off of other people's ideas. And of course, there's a few weaknesses. Quiet group members may be less likely to participate, and there's high potential for group members to evaluate ideas as they're being generated. That's why it's really important that everyone understands that whenever you're in your set time limit, you're throwing out everything. Everything counts and everything is included. So we don't want to stifle any ideas and we want to stick to making sure that everyone's voice is heard. So let's get into some sample scenarios. So in this scenario, we have a marketing company must create a slogan for their partner company's new app, Find Fido. So a marketing company has been given the task to make a slogan for Find Fido. With this app, it's connected to the microchip in a dog, and so your dog gets lost, you go on the app and you can see where your dog is with GPS coordinates. So step one, what's the problem? Well, we need to make a slogan. Step two, let's think of a time limit. This one is a slogan that goes to another company. So let's say we have an hour to create a slogan. The third step is to shoot out any and every solution and slogan idea you can think of. And then after that, you evaluate the solutions. You don't create any more. You just stick to what you just decided and you go through all those solutions. And then step five, you pick the best one and you pick the best slogan. This can also work for something that is a slightly smaller scale than creating a slogan for a partner company. So in this scenario, management must decide on which company will cater their annual holiday bash. This sounds like my kind of brainstorming because it involves food. So step one, what's the problem? We need to find a caterer. Step two, this one seems like it's a bit smaller, so let's give it probably about 7 minutes or so. So we set our timer for 7 minutes, And then we start generating ideas. Someone wants Italian, someone wants American, someone wants Mediterranean, someone wants Chinese food. Someone else says Graham can make the best food on this side of the Mississippi. And so you throw out all those ideas. Step 4, you stop creating new ideas and you evaluate your previous ones and you decide, well, not everyone likes Mediterranean food, so that one's got to go. Not everyone likes American food, that one's got to go. And then you finally decide that Graham's cooking is what is going to make everyone the happiest. And so you pick Graham's cooking for your holiday bash. Brainstorming is not the only way to create new solutions, and brainstorming isn't the only way to solve your problems. So there's different techniques that are similar to brainstorming, but they have different processes. So we have the nominal group technique, we have the affinity technique, and we also have the Delphi technique. My favorite out of these three would be the affinity technique because it involves sticky notes, it involves everyone moving around the room, and so there's more than one way to solve a problem. Thank you so much for sticking with me and learning about the brainstorming process, and I look forward to learning with you in the future.